position.
How difficult is it for government to invite them?
Yes.
You really don't even need government to invite them. If they are passionate enough, if they really want upcoming athletes to excel where they haven't, and they understand the technical know-how to achieve that, then they must come on board. And that is exactly what I said ab initio, that we need people who are God-fearing, people who understand that, look, we must come on board to elevate the status of our sports. However, I do not believe, I mean, it's a cliche when people say people who have done sport before can be great administrators. I can give you a list of names of great footballers, athletes, who have failed in area of sport administration when given the opportunity to administer sports. A lot of them. And I also give you so many names that have excelled. One great era of National Sports Commission was under Patrick Ekeji. He was an ex-international. There are so many ex-internationals that are involved in sports and tourism. Falia Bukola is a member of the last AFN board, and she's contesting again. She's from my state. She happens to be one of the greatest heroines of our times. And she has my support and my prayers that she can come back on board again. And you're right, I've seen the way closely because I have a close affinity to AFN. You know, I do a lot of business with them through marathon, through sports marketing and consultancy. And I've seen the passion with which people like Yusuf Ali, John Okon, Falila Togunkoya, the passion with which they've gone towards ensuring that athletics grows. Yes, maybe we're not there yet, but we must give credit to them. A lot of young talents have emerged under this last board. And like I said, you're right. If you've played these sports before, you understand better where the shoe pinch is. You should come out and join others who have never played the sports, but who are stakeholders and who are passionate about wanting to use sports as a great tool of empowerment. I've never played wheelchair basketball. I'm not on wheelchair. But I know to God be the glory, we have elevated the status of wheelchair basketball in Nigeria.
We'll talk more, and then we can't miss football, but that will be when we return. Don't go away. We're talking football now, and the Super Eagles. I know that Raw has been going around shopping for players, including the ones that will change nationality to Nigeria. The fullback, or the left back of Chelsea, for instance. Now, when we get all those crop of players together, we can't help but be
optimistic. They're not changing nationalities. My kids were all born in England, but they're Nigerians.
Even though they play for England at
So if my daughter who swims wants to swim from Nigeria tomorrow, you say she changed.
No, I'm looking at according to the rules. If you play for a national team, there's a stage at which they may not allow you.
You change loyalty.
Yeah, more like it.
You've always had dual nationality, but you change loyalty.
And you need FIFA to stamp on that before you do that.
But I think that's the way to go. We have too many young, enterprising players that can be productive for the national team. And I want to give kudos to the Amaju-led NFF and the coach or the coaches for going all out to get the best legs to play for the Super Eagles, irrespective of where they are.
But when eventually that happens, how do you see us? I see threats everywhere. South Africa coach, Cameroon, all threatening to have Nigeria's scalp at the end of the day. But then it looks as though, from the look of the players we see there, we're going to have a good run.
We will. I'm very optimistic that we're going to have a good run this summer, June, leading to November. Simply because the chunk of our players that have been invited who play everywhere, including Nigeria, are all in top form. Look at Ode in the local league. Fantastic player. Draws crowd to Agege, including me. I go to Agege just to go and watch Ode and Olatubosu. And I feel because the bulk of our players are in good form right now, taking that to the June 10 match in Akwa Ibom, I believe we'll take out South Africa. And if that form goes further into the new season in Europe, I have no doubt I will take out Cameroon home and away. But you know me now, Chamberlain. I'm a pathological optimist. When it involves Nigeria, I always believe we'll do well.
We have no choice. We have to believe that we can do well, and we will.
We cannot leave this program without me talking about the unveiling today of the sponsors of the Nigerian National League. Bet Nigeria will be unveiled today. It is a great day for football in Nigeria because that is a league that had 0% value in sponsorship, and for the first time we are bringing so much money into the league, and we've seen the results that have been churned out in that league. So I thank channels for giving me the opportunity to talk about it. Once I leave here now, we're going for the unveiling.
I think it's a good one for the entire country, supporting sport. I mean, athletics too. You were thinking about how come we're not as good as we used to be?
Yes, because you see that the trend has really dropped. We don't get to see the classic competitions again. We don't get to see the mobile championship anymore. So how do you get the best to represent Nigeria and then go out and be sure that you're going to get those laurels?
Those competitions are still there. And we also have the High Performance Center in Port Harcourt training young athletes. The competition is still there. What we need to do now is to bring them back to TV. Maybe that is where your argument is coming from. We need to bring them back to TV. But I doubt if there's 1 year that has passed that we've not had the Olopade meet, the pastor of MFM is meet, that we've not had the national meet or the Warri Classics. We've always had them every year in, year out. And that was why CAA decided to bring the Senior African Championship to Asaba next year, which has been tagged Asaba 2018. The governor just recently inaugurated the LOC for that event, of which I'm a member. So yeah, I think athletics, being the second sport in Nigeria, is thriving, but more needs to be done. Like I've always said, there's an increase in road races. The money coming from road races going to AFN should be used for grassroots development.
Fantastic place to anchor. Bukola Olopade, former Commissioner for Sports in Ogun State. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
And we thank you all for sending in your comments, Femi OK and everybody else. So we appreciate that. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm Chamberlain Uso.
And I can see still so many people sending in their tweets and also their emails on the hashtag VIO. Don't forget that. We may look at it tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm Gimba Omar.
Well, I can see the football lovers are definitely happy this morning. Thank you for watching. I'm Maokbe Ogun.